All right, today I'm going to show you guys how to work out with your family and how to work that in with your training. All right, Saturday family workout time. Workouts right there on the TV, black screen. And here we go. The dudes are teaming up, the ladies are teaming up, and Dad's kind of off on his own, checking everybody else out. All right, as you can see, everybody's doing one of the 5 different exercises. My wife and my daughter Ivy are working on bench and some other things, and did I switch the camera on a little bit? My youngest Silas and Eli are doing some stuff together too. Looks like they're doing pull-ups and squatting. Silas. Silas is 10. Eli's 12. Using a little reverse band action to get some more pull-ups. And Ivy is 14. Just got another victory for a tournament in lacrosse yesterday for wrestling. So they're working pretty well together. I drop intensity down a little bit when I do these workouts with them so that I can kind of watch them closely. If they need any help and adjustments. And you'll see at one point in this video where I actually stop and I help Eli because I noticed something just because he's growing. So he had to change his form for bench and some other things. But Ivy and Angie, my wife, are partnered up doing their thing. And they basically alternate 2 different exercises. And Silas and Eli are working out together. They're also doing the same thing. I guess Eli's taking a break right there. He got to talking to about his dad. I think he forgot what he's doing. He's my ADD child. No, seriously, no medication. But yeah, his mind wanders. Anyway, so we'll get back to this. And yeah, so I kind of go on my own. And one, because of the weight that I'm using. And everybody else is paired up pretty closely. I mean, Eli is stronger than Silas because he's older. And Angie and Ivy are pretty close. She's a freshman in high school, pretty strong. And we just got a well-oiled machine now. And it took a while, but it's kind of like one of those things. It's like, look, something might take a little bit longer at the moment. Oh, here we go. I'll stop interrupting. And you'll see me kind of give cues to Eli and setting him up because I noticed a few things when he was benching today. Good. So anyway, what I noticed there was his hands were a little narrow, and he was just going by the cue of the knurling on that bar, and so his setup, what was good even last summer was fine, but he's starting to broaden out. He's in 7th grade, and he's probably getting closer to hitting puberty, even though he's still very young. He looks like a kid, and he's kind of behind some of his classmates. But anyway, he's growing a little bit. I need him to widen it up, and also his hips. He had his hips kind of twisted in his setup, and so I just kind of corrected that, and we'll just let it go from there. If you overcorrect for even adults, that's not good either. You need to correct, but not overcorrect constantly. So if you're a coach too, you got to realize, like, if you're just constantly harping on somebody to change their position or something like that, you're not giving them enough time to actually change their form. So a little bit of cueing goes a long way. There's Ivy doing pull-ups. One thing she had been joking about is she just won a tournament in lacrosse this past weekend for girls wrestling. I might have said in the video that she won a match, but she actually won the whole tournament. She had multiple matches she won. But the days the boys were just competing at the Bi-State Classic, Ivy actually did, the Marines were there, and they were having them do pull-ups, and she actually did 8 pull-ups by herself, and they were telling her she was pulling up too high. And she's like, well, that's how I know how to do them, and she doesn't kip either. And she already, as a freshman, she's... Oh, I'm interrupted. That's a little ritual Ivy does. And Mom was making fun of her. She does that before matches. I'm probably psyching out her opponents, like, what is this girl doing? But Ivy is quite the little girl. So she's a good athlete by just sheer work. You know, she started wrestling very late compared to even for a lot of girls. And she's really making her way because she's brought up her strength training. And I'd always heard in the past too, when you do weight training, now she's laughing. It's kind of funny because Angie was dancing there and on the Bosu, but it's always kind of fun, you know. Should always have fun when you're working out too, especially with the family. It's not all serious, but anyway, Ivy's an awesome wrestler, and the strength training has really helped a lot. So hope you guys liked this video. And if you got any questions about how we set this up and got everything going, let me know. And leave the comments down in the section below in the comment section. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.